Welcome to the CEO's blog this week. As usual, we'll start with where we are with COVID. Simply moving along, nothing too remarkable has occurred in this past week. However, the government are introducing QR codes for all venues, and harness racing falls into that category. If a club out there is concerned with how do you access these QR codes, please reach out to Maurice Logue here at Harness Racing New South Wales. When we met with New South Wales Health a couple of weeks ago, he was given that duty to follow up on. The rest, well, we just move along slowly. We know the government have announced they're going to open the borders between Victoria and New South Wales, so we will address that at that time. As always, the mask, yes, we understand that they can be a little bit twitchy around your face and what have you, but they are there to protect you and others, so we'll bear with those, at least for the little bit of time in front of us. As always, remember your social distancing, your hygiene, and let's all stay safe whilst we battle this pandemic. Last Saturday night at Tabcorp Park Menangle, we had the finals of the Blue Series, and what exciting races they were. To the connections of the winners, congratulations. Now let's hear and watch Fred Hastings with his graphic calls of the finishes of these races.
But it's Catcher Shuby trying to get on terms is Mr. Armstrong clear of beast mode, but it's Catcher Shuby. Keep Rockin' is starting to knuckle down. Here she comes. She's out after our Antonio Rose, who's still got a good break. Inch by inch, Keep Rockin's wearing down the margin. Finishing over the top was Mr. Mina. Our Antonio Rose in front and got in, I reckon. But the leader was cashed up inch by inch. Warrawee Drinking's wearing it down. Dives. Might have got up on the line, and here's a big moment coming up for Josh Gallagher. Group 2 success, and down to the line Merrywood Lynn cruises in.
We're now into the last tranche of the Breeders' Challenge Series for 2020 with the regional finals. The Mates for Harness heats have been run in some places. There are more heats to come, but we look forward to November 20 with the finals at Riverina Paceway, Wagga and Newcastle International Paceway. That will then wrap up the series for 2020, but thereafter we will be conducting a survey, and we're looking for your responses as to how you thought this series went. Please help us in this respect. For next year, we will be in the same time frame. We will be probably within the same conditions. Other highlights of the week, and we pick up with the Gilgandra meeting at Dubbo Paceway, where Canina Problema for owners Fran Horsfield and Ben Setri, who was also the trainer, and driver Justin Reynolds, won the Gilgandra Veterinary Clinic Pacing Cup. Kerry McDowell trained the trifecta at Goulburn on Monday when Beddoes Pocket, Beddoes Sensation and Cherokee Warrior fought out the finish of the 6th race. Griffith raced on Melbourne Cup night, and the horse to follow from this meeting is He's a Blaster, trained by Ellen Bartley and driven by Blake Jones, when he contests the final of the Lees Club Maiden Championship this Saturday night. Jarula's Grin for Wayne White and Jason Turnbull was too good for his opposition in the Bathurst heat of the Western Region 3-year-old Colts and Geldings Breeders' Challenge on Wednesday night in a slick 1:55 mile rate. The long trip from Parkes to Tamworth would have been easier on the way home for Malcolm and Brett Hutchings after they landed a double with Caribbean Pat and Sold to You Lady, both horses owned by Daphne Hutchins. Owner Rex Horn, trainer Leon Jerd and driver Jack Trainer had a wing double at Penrith last night with Nitro Lad and Nicole Cruiser. And to close the highlights, Kerry McDowell continued her great week, landing a Quinella at Penrith last night with Chesmack and Sadhana. Members of the New South Wales Owners Association are reminded to enter your horses for the Members Owners Bonus races, which this week will be conducted at Tamworth and Albury. Great initiative by Daniel Cordina and his people there at the Owners Association. $500 cash if your horse wins, $1,500 in credit from Australian Pacing Gold, and even if you're just an owner of a horse entered in one of these races, you will receive $100 cash from the Owners Association. Don't miss these opportunities. They will be over in the next month or so, so please ask your trainer to put your horse in an Owners Bonus Association race. Also, don't forget, November is Racing for Prostate Cancer Research Month at Tabcorp Park Menangle. For every race at Tabcorp Park Menangle during November, if horse 4 figures in the placings, Prostate Cancer Research will receive $750 for first, $380 for second, $180 for third, all donated by a combination of Clubman Angle, the TAB and Harness Racing New South Wales. So if you're watching on Sky and perhaps not punting, cheer the horse for home, because somebody will be a winner when it comes to prostate cancer research. And with foaling season in full swing, thank you all the contributors who have been sending foals into me to feature on the blog. This week we have two real crackers. The first is from Di and Rod from Yerrabee Stud, who have a stunning colt by Tintin America from Cherry's Angel. A chestnut with 4 white socks, this boy will demand plenty of attention when he is offered for sale. Frank Gorchie has a beautiful colt by Lazarus from Major Joy, the winner of 12 races and almost $100,000 in prize money. Major Joy finished third in an APG final, and the breeding of this fellow says he should go a long way. And to close this week, don't miss the Griffith Carnival Cups meeting on Sky. This meeting is closed to the public, but Dennis Conroy, Johnny Marcus and the hard-working volunteers down at Griffith has done their very best to bring this meeting to their town. Talking about bringing meetings to towns, let's look at Blaney also on Sunday, where the meeting is open to the public. Max and Johnny, Pete and Trevor have worked really hard with Harness Racing New South Wales and Morris Logue to ensure that everything is in place for the first of their 2 TAB Carnival Cup meetings. Enjoy your harness racing this week. I hope you have a winner, and if you don't have a winner, please just enjoy our wonderful sport. Until next week, have a great time.